Ashton Hall's downfall began with a baffling viral clip of his over-the-top, incoherent nonsense routine that left everyone in stitches. In this short video, he delivered a performance so wildly absurd and off the wall that it was instantly dubbed the worst performance ever. Viewers across social media reacted with uncontrollable laughter, utter confusion, and sharp mockery, flooding comment sections with emojis and snarky one-liners. One user even tweeted, "I can't stop watching this disaster. Is this performance or a glitch in the Matrix?" Perfectly capturing the online community's sentiment. Despite the endless ridicule, Ashton clung desperately to an inflated persona, insisting he was an elite performer destined for greatness. Every appearance and every carefully curated clip only widened the gap between his grand self-image and his actual talent, or more accurately, the glaring lack of it. Critics and fans alike picked apart his every move, with many pointing out that his attempts at grandeur were nothing more than a clumsily built facade. One tweet humorously put it, "Calling yourself elite when you deliver nonsense is like painting a masterpiece with finger paints," highlighting the ridiculous gap between his claims and reality.
When I cut out all of the noise and went all in on my goal and my...
Amid this whirlwind of public opinion, Ashton's story took an even funnier turn when he stepped into the role of a motivational speaker. Promising golden insights into success and personal growth, he branded himself as a guru of sorts. But it didn't take long for his inconsistencies to emerge. His speeches, overflowing with lofty promises and contradictory advice, were quickly debunked by an online community that grew more skeptical by the minute. Soon, users began labeling him a fake guru, a title that stuck as they exposed the empty chatter behind his motivational act, with one commentator exclaiming, "Fake guru alert? His advice is as empty as his promises. Total waste of time." Adding another layer of absurdity to his tale were his public interviews, which turned into a series of cringeworthy spectacles. In these interviews, Ashton's rambling monologues and jumbled thoughts left both hosts and viewers in a state of disbelief, as he couldn't even articulate the simplest ideas. This created a vibe of palpable discomfort, with interviewers desperately trying to steer the conversation while keeping up appearances of professionalism. One tweet summed it up perfectly. "This guy's interviews are the new definition of awkward. Someone please call help." Not one to learn from his mistakes, Ashton then ventured into education by launching an acting masterclass intended to rebrand him as a serious industry professional. Instead, the class quickly turned into a disaster of epic proportions, as students who signed up in hopes of gaining valuable insights were met with vague, disorganized instruction and recycled, meaningless advice. Reviews poured in, each one painting a picture of a cash grab rather than a genuine learning experience, with one disappointed student tweeting, "Attended his masterclass and left more confused than when I walked in. Don't waste your money." In a desperate bid to salvage his dwindling credibility, Ashton accepted a high-profile collaboration with a well-known celebrity. A move that was initially seen as a potential turning point but quickly soured. Behind the glossy surface of celebrity glamour, tensions simmered as the collaboration fell apart due to Ashton's unprofessional behavior and obvious lack of preparation, with backstage rumors hinting that the celebrity had subtly but unmistakably distanced themselves. One user quipped, "When you get shot down by a celebrity, you know your game is over," underscoring just how big this misstep was. As if the mounting controversies weren't enough, every single one of Ashton's blunders was immortalized by the endless creativity of the internet. Social media platforms like TikTok and Twitter exploded with memes and remixes of his most absurd moments. Every bizarre clip and awkward interview segment was repackaged into humorous edits that spread like wildfire. One tweet humorously noted, "This meme game is strong. Ashton's downfall is the gift that keeps on giving." In a final, albeit misguided attempt at redemption, Ashton tried to embrace the mockery with what he called a cringe redemption tour. He appeared in several videos where he awkwardly tried to laugh along with the jokes, attempting to present himself as self-aware and resilient. But these efforts were widely seen as forced and insincere. Right through the act, with one skeptical viewer tweeting, "His so-called redemption is more cringeworthy than his original act. Fake laughs for fake fame." Eventually, even his most ardent supporters began to question his authenticity. Former fans took to online forums and comment sections, to point out the glaring contradictions in his life, accusing him of misleading them from the very start. The narrative shifted from disbelief to outright condemnation, as longtime admirers denounced him for building his persona on empty promises and self-deception, with one once supportive fan lamenting in a now viral tweet, "We believed in you, Ashton, but now it's clear you're just smoke and mirrors." As the controversies piled up, Ashton's career suffered an irreversible collapse. Bookings dried up, invitations to events became a thing of the past, and media outlets, once curious about his next move, now dismissed him as nothing more than a cautionary tale of overreaching ambition. His trajectory, once filled with grand promises of success, became synonymous with failure, a stark example of how quickly fame can crumble under the relentless scrutiny of the digital age. As one observer summarized, "From promising star to internet joke, what a fall from grace." One of the most comical yet telling episodes in his saga was his infamous height claim. For years, Ashton had boasted about standing a proud 6 feet tall, a claim that had captured the imagination of his followers, until meticulous online sleuths revealed the truth. He was only 5 feet 8 inches tall. This revelation not only shattered his carefully crafted image, but also sparked a fresh wave of memes, complete with jokes about his invisible platform shoes and the stark difference between his claimed stature and reality. One tweet hilariously noted, 6 feet tall? More like 5 feet 8 inches and a whole lot of hot air. Adding to the litany of scandals were persistent rumors about his rapid muscle transformation. Ashton's sudden change in physique, which he proudly touted as proof of his dedication and hard work, sparked allegations of steroid use, as fans and fitness enthusiasts pointed out that his gains were too quick and unnatural to be real. "Those gains look suspiciously like Photoshop. Nah, steroids never looked so fake," one fitness buff tweeted, further fueling the controversy. The dramatic arc of his downfall hit a new low when news broke of his eviction from a lavish $17,000 a month apartment. Details emerged about unpaid rent and relentless complaints from disgruntled neighbors over his disruptive behavior. And this once proud symbol of his ostentatious lifestyle quickly became a punchline, with headlines and social media posts mocking his inability to keep up with the luxury he once flaunted. Evicted from luxury! Ashton just proved that even fake fame can't pay real rent, another tweet declared, capturing the sweet irony of his situation. In one final desperate gamble, Ashton launched an online course titled "Learn From Me," promising to share the secrets of his supposed success. However, the course turned out to be yet another epic disaster. Filled with vague, recycled advice and lacking any real substance, it failed miserably to deliver on its promises. Students who enrolled felt duped, and clips from the course were quickly shared as the epitome of his failure to provide any real value, with one frustrated participant tweeting, "Learn from me? More like learning what not to do. This course is a masterclass in failure." In the end, the story of Ashton Hall is a riveting saga of ambition gone awry. A stark reminder that in the age of digital media, every misstep is amplified, every lie is exposed, and every failure is immortalized in memes and viral clips. His rise was as meteoric as his fall was dramatic, leaving behind a legacy that serves as both a cautionary tale and a mirror, reflecting the unforgiving nature of public opinion in our modern, interconnected world.